Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Net Spiritually Inclined. I'm Net. I'm back with some general messages for you guys. Of course, these messages will not resonate with every single Aquarius who watched this video. Take what resonate, leave the rest. I have prepared for this reading off camera. I would like to ask Spirit to protect me as well as my Aquarius viewers and any cross watchers from negative energy during this reading. I'm going to start your reading. I am using a few different decks. Seven of Earth. Get out into nature. Let Gaia heal you. Connection between self and the world. All is connected and has influence. Address the stress. Meditate and still your mind. Put down the tech toys. Time to physically interact and connect. For those of you who don't know or may not know who Gaia is the earth goddess. Ace of Fire. New beginnings and opportunities. Actively pursue your goals. Take advantage of what's being offered. Move beyond research and planning. Weave your future into being. Take something old and make it better. Break with tradition and offer something new. Uncertainty inspires procrastination. 10 of Fire. Mastery of both craft and self. Take command of yourself and your life. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to outside forces. Order, structure, and simplicity. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses. It's time to act. You can do anything you set your mind to and act on. Queen of Water. Trust in your feelings and senses. Look beyond the surface. A bright and positive outcome. To show vulnerability is to show strength. Are you overextending emotionally? Be the embodiment of love. Withdrawing love as punishment. Use your common sense. Let's go to your next 4-card spread. Darkness. Take a moment's pause, meditation, or study as you need to understand what form to give your energy and where to apply it. Chaos. It is time for action. Analyze and choose all the opportunities available to you quickly without fear of cutting something out. Art. Your project has taken on an important scope and it is necessary to communicate it and transmit it creatively to the outside. Santa Morte. This is a very powerful card. Aquarius, I actually have the Santa Morte statue, and this is a statue that you give offerings to. It could be roses. It could be alcohol like tequila. You know, the statue I have, she's holding this scythe. It looks like a skeleton with a robe, but La Santa Morte is the golden mother. She is a woman, and she's very powerful and protecting. And I do have a La Santa Morte statue. So this last card right here is very powerful. I don't think any other zodiac has gotten it since I have had this deck. And it says, we have come to the last card of the world of actions and the last card of this oracle, which concludes with a new beginning. Santa Morte reminds us that all the energy we have at our disposal is a loan we will have to pay back, and it is thus our responsibility to transform it in the most beautiful and positive way possible throughout our existence. This energy was present in the moment it allowed us to exist as we lay in our cribs after birth, and it lovingly holds our hand when we face a new staircase in the grave. Just as life generates death and death generates life, this card invites us to accept any change, transformation, or drastic severing of perspective with a smile. Make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. I love it. Okay. Let's get into your next 4-card spread. Waiting. Above water, below heaven, water rises to heaven waiting for rain. When water moves into the sky to create clouds, nothing can be done but to wait for the rain to fall in its own time. Thus, it behooves one to be cheerful and accept the time of waiting. Worry will not change the circumstances any more than it can change the clouds and rain. Bide your time and quietly prepare for your future. The clinging. Above fire, below fire, fire upon fire, feeding the inner flame. Fire will not burn on its own, but must cling to the fuel that feeds it. So too does the superior person seek fuel to feed the spiritual fire, lest it burn out from neglect. As the flame within grows brighter, it adds its light to the world and improves it. Clinging to what is true and right brings good fortune. Opposition. Above fire, below lake, fire above the lake, there is no meeting. Fire rises toward heaven while the lake flows downward into deepness. There is no common sphere in which they can meet. When people have fundamental differences that cannot be compromised, opposition is inevitable. Small things may be accomplished with care, but expect no success in any great endeavor as long as the players remain the same. Gradual development. Above wind, below mountain. A tree on the mountain, right action takes time. Trees do not grow overnight, and a tree on a mountain faces particular challenges of wind and weather. Any expectation of rapid growth is unrealistic, and it is the slowness of a tree's growth that gives it strength. A great endeavor takes time to gather its resources, influence the people, and plan their right action. High aspirations will be achieved, but only in their proper season. Haste will not further the situation. Let's do your last 4-card spread. Martyr. Has the courage of one's convictions, going so far as to die for a cause, suffers that others may be redeemed either spiritually or politically. Shadow martyr utilizes a combination of service and suffering for others as a means of controlling and manipulating them. Related to the victim card, look for a pattern of giving yourself to causes for the betterment of others regardless of the consequences. And it says, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause, addiction to self-pity. So there could be someone around you, Capricorn. I'm sorry, I just did Capricorn. This is Aquarius reading. Aquarius, there could be someone around you who it's like when they do something for you, they expect you to do something for them, or vice versa. There could be someone around some of you who feel like when you do something for them, then you expect something back, okay? Queen, being represented here as the Empress, represents power and authority in women who symbolically rule over anything from a corporation to home, associated with positive arrogance and a need to protect one's personal and emotional power. The Shadow Queen can slip into aggressive and destructive patterns of behavior, particularly when authority or control is challenged. Look for a pattern of authoritative control of others throughout your life. Okay, so Aquarius, I see that some of you have a problem with authority. Okay, you have a problem with listening to laws, rules, and you're fine until someone tried to basically, for some of you, in your opinion, boss you around or control you. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Okay, so some of you don't like rules and regulations because you're the one who wants to implement them, Aquarius. Student, disciple, devotee, apprentice, suggests not an absence of mastery, but rather a continual pursuit of intellectual development, has found a source of teaching, such as a guru or spiritual master who becomes the instructor and spiritual guide. The shadow student usually manifests in tandem with the shadow teacher or mentor, avidly learning all the twos of the wrong trade or misusing the knowledge learned, may never move beyond the student role to develop an independent inner wisdom. Look for a pattern of constant learning, openness to new information as an essential part of your well-being. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So some of you Capricorns, you could just be, if I call you Capricorn one more time, I do apologize again, Aquarius. Aquarius, some of you, it's like you're seeking information, but you may be seeking it for all the wrong reasons, or some of you are in search of information that is not going to help you in anything that you're trying to do in life. It's like some of you could just be focused all on the wrong things in life right now anyway, okay? Or someone around you. Take it how it resonates. Virgin, celibate. Okay, so some of you may be practicing abstinence, Aquarius, or celibacy. Associated with purity, applied primarily to young women, needs to be explored symbolically as a pattern that represents not only purity but also the beginning point of creation, as in bringing forth virgin ideas. Shadow virgin manifests as prudish, disgust with or fear of genuine sensuality, resisting sex not to save your energy for other endeavors, but because it seems inherently repellent or as a reluctance to lose your innocence in any way. See if you have consistently preserved your vital energies for artistic or spiritual pursuits. So for some of you, there could be someone that you're romantically involved with or sexually involved with that could feel like you're withholding sex in a form of manipulation and control, okay? Or for some of you, there could be someone around you who feel like you're holding back an idea or something that you're trying to do as a form of manipulation, as a form of having like one up on them or this person. Aquarius, I apologize for continuing to call you Capricorn. I didn't mean that. I had just did Capricorn's reading right before I did yours. This is Aquarius reading. When I title this video on YouTube, this will be for the Aquarius. My apologies for the mix-up. Aquarius, that's what I have for you.